Good evening, everyone. Wow, welcome. This is Michael Booten here for the weekly wrap streamed live. It's been a while since we've done 802 Scoop Wrap.
It has been.
It's been a hot minute. It's been a couple minutes.
A few weeks, actually.
Streaming live on 802 Scoop and inside the Inside Scoop Studios, Main Street, Barrie, Vermont. With us tonight, we have the ever lovely Corinne. What was it that I was going to call you?
Not telling you anymore.
I can't remember
I
what
knew
I was.
you'd forget.
Shit.
That's why I did not. So when I told you what.
Sandra.
No.
Sandra Boo?
No.
No.
No. When I told him that when I worked for the tax department, we had names. We had fake names, aliases, because you're collecting money. And he said, I'm going to call you that from now on. But I knew that I didn't have to fret about it. I was like, okay, because he forgets everything.
And he forgot.
I mean, that's valid. And of course, we also have Sam Fisk.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing well.
I'm doing great.
It's good to see you.
Yes, nice
I know
to
it's
see
been
you.
a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
Sure has.
It's been a hot minute since we've done the wrap.
It has been a hot
True
minute.
story.
But we've been super busy, though.
Yes.
I mean, there's been lots of other shows going on and things going on in 100 different directions. And especially for me, like, I just feel like, I feel like I'm in a million places, but still not enough places lately. Yeah. I mean, we went, one of the Thursday nights, we were at Americans for Prosperity, that event at the Oaks, which was well worth missing the wrap for. That was a great night. And we've done a few other things and just, super important stuff going on, busy, trying to get the new studio going and we're getting there. I just gave Sam a tour of the new studio.
Nice.
And so, yeah.
You excited there, Sam?
I am, actually. It looks really nice
It
up
does.
there.
Has it been painted? No.
No, that's
okay.
starting tomorrow, hopefully. Working on some things with that. But just lots going on.
Nice.
Summer's
Nice.
winding down.
It is winding down. Isn't
I
it
know.
scary? There's so much to do still.
Yep.
It's so cold out.
Sure is.
It's like super cold.
Did
And
you see my shirt? I know it's cold. I got in the bag of all bags and was digging shit out today.
I know it was cold because I triked into work this morning. And let me tell you, it was pretty chilly. Just saying.
I wouldn't have liked that at all. No.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
I still didn't share.
You didn't share?
I'm doing it right now.
Well, no wonder why we don't only have four watchers. Folks, you got to click like, you got to click comment, you got to comment on things. Raylene's pretty worked up.
We have
Follow.
more than that.
Raylene's pretty worked up this evening.
I am, but
Like, share, and follow.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm even going to talk about it yet or not, because I have some really great things to talk about and some sad stuff to talk about, and I'm not really sure that what I am worked up about will fit. It may just fit better on Monday night, and so you and Liam may be the ones that need to buckle up for Monday. on Berry Beach.
Do I need to start preparing my like
Or
speech
your
of?
apology letter now? It's possible. But, I mean, you know what I'm cranked up about. So only you and your peoples are going to ever do anything about what I'm cranked up about. But, yeah. But let's leave it be for now because I don't want it to affect tonight. I really don't because there's some important stuff.
I
Yeah.
didn't provoke you. I
No.
didn't provoke you.
No, because so let's say you didn't provoke me because this Saturday you're going to be Michael on a mission again,
Yes.
and you will be at Tasty Bites from 7
Correct.
to 9. And this time, all of your tips are going to the Turning Point Center of Central Vermont, which, if people don't know, that is, it's all like the be all and end all, as far as I'm concerned, local for addiction recovery and help and resources and coaches and meetings and just all around amazing support from that team over there. They're incredible.
Agreed.
And you're going to be Michael on a mission again.
Michael on a mission.
Michael on a mission.
Only 2 hours though.
Only 2
Only
hours.
2 hours,
And
because
well,
let me
the
tell you,
2
serving is
hours-
not easy.
No, serving is not easy. But in the 2 hours, you do well with the tips. I know that people from the Turning Point Center plan to be there. People
good.
from the treatment court team plan to
Oh,
be there.
oh, good.
And go have
Oh,
breakfast
boy.
to give a tip. And I know other people that are coming down just because you'll be there, and the recipient is the Turning Point Center. So, I think that it's a really big deal. What are you putting your head down for?
Because I'm trying to recall something and I can't.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll have information there as well. Not only will we have information, but like I said, people will be there. We'll show you what a harm reduction kit looks like at the Turning Point Center, and I promise you, there's no needles or pipes in it. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Kate
subject.
told me she was going to be there.
Huh?
Kate.
Yes, Kate Albert. She'll
Yes.
be there.
She said she
will.
was going to be there. I caught her while she was.
I know, damn it. And we were so pissed because I was working on something that I could, because she's in your office, I was going to play jokes on you and leave you little things, and you were going to go crazy, being driven crazy, trying to figure out how they got there. And then you saw her. I was so pissed. You ruined everything.
Oh, pumpkin.
I was going to leave you an envelope of glitter and everything. But then, my sister said, oh my God, Raylene, don't do that. If you leave some little envelope with suspicious contents on Michael's desk and he says something, you're going to get arrested.
Yes. Because if I saw an envelope with glitter, I would bring it to security, and then security would take care of it. And our security at National Life, snappy, let me tell you.
It would be glitter.
They
but
are
like
good.
Christine said, they would have to check it out. They'd have to test it. They'd have to be
Yep.
sure
Yep.
that somebody crazy that you've pissed off because you don't use fake name, because I don't even know why. Yeah. So I said, yeah, I won't do that. But I had other things planned.
Well, I can't say that I'm disappointed.
I am. Pissed. That would have been so much fun.
I
I could have called you for help and ideas, Sam.
I'd have helped you too.
Are you going to go Saturday morning?
No, you'll be gone
To
this
teach
weekend,
them.
right?
Yeah.
No, I'll be gone.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, it's really interesting. I was talking to Lisa because she wanted to get involved more with the community. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I could serve. And because at that point we were talking about how hard it is to serve. And I was like, yeah, no, I've never done that. It looks hard. And then she's like, oh, you should do it. And
You're like, sure, why not?
and I said, sure, why not? So the first one was the Berry Partnership. And then I did the Christmas for Kids last week. Mm-hmm. So now, or not last week, the week before.
Yeah.
or
It's been a couple
it's been a
weeks, yeah.
couple weeks since the
Couple weeks.
26th or something, and now Turning Point Center of Central Vermont. So, so my big two charities are the Berry Partnership and Christmas for Kids. And I spoke to Raylene, and she's like,
Right,
Turning
my
Point of
big
Central
charity.
Right.
Yeah. And speaking of, there's also a legislative luncheon coming up, which 802 Scoop has sponsored. So we are one of the sponsors for that luncheon to feed the legislatures that are going to come and listen.
Nice.
And I hope that you are one of them that
I
comes.
just got the approval today. That's on November 11th.
On November 11th.
Yep.
And so, I mean, that will be amazing. And I hope that we can make some headway and get some people to listen, like wholeheartedly listen, though. Not listen and then still do their own thing. Because that'll just, ruin it all. Like, truly listen. Take it all in. Be a sponge on November 11th. Be a sponge.
Be a sponge.
Yeah.
Michael, be a sponge.
Be squishy like you are.
Be the sponge. Then getting a pop culture reference there. Be the sponge.
He knows all these things.
And-
when he says
And I'm
this shit,
curious
I have no idea
for
what the hell
folks
he's
that are
talking about.
online.
Do you?
If you're kind of getting where I was golfing on that one. Let's see if somebody gets it.
Be the ball.
Well, I'll tell. Well, no.
It's a pop culture reference.
It's pop culture.
Pop.
Oh, is it
Be
contraceptive?
the ball. Be the ball.
Well, you said be the sponge, so.
Well, I know, but I was-
I didn't know if maybe you were talking about contraceptive.
No. Gross. Ick. Ick.
Well.
Oh
It is.
Oh my word. No, not that.
I don't even
It was
know
a
if it's
reference
still a thing.
to
I don't
someone
even know
saying,
if it's still a thing. Probably not anymore.
Be the ball. Be the ball. And it's a pop
I bet you
culture
there are
reference.
people that remember that.
Be the ball. Do you know? Do you
No,
know
I
the
mean
reference?
the sponge.
Oh, well. Ick.
Michael's done with that conversation.
We're done with that conversation. Moving on. I wish I could give somebody something for trying to guess the pop culture reference on that.
You can. You give him a 802 scoop hat or
I don't
t-shirt.
have. I don't have.
Well, I
oh,
do.
you've got one. Okay, so if the first person that posts what that pop culture reference is, not one. No, well, let me rephrase that. You got to get the right one, because there's two. Gets a free. What do you want? Free.
You pick hat.
Free hat. Free
or-
hat.
Yep.
Free 802 scoop hat.
Or they can choose. They can have a
Or they can
hat
have-
or a t-shirt.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it. Do you got it?
Wasn't that reference in a movie?
It was referenced in a movie. Nope, not Happy Gilmore.
Nope.
Much older.
I know it.
You do?
But
I
you
do.
can't play.
I
I'll give you
know.
a
I know
t-shirt
the
anyway.
movie and the actor that said that.
Really?
Oh. Yep.
There were two.
Yep. I know one of them. I know one.
I know-
I know the movie and the actor that said it once. One. I know one movie. I don't know what the other reference is, but I know one of them.
The one movie. Yeah. We'll
Yep.
have to. I mean,
There
Yeah.
are so many people on Google right now.
trying to figure it
That's
out.
Typing
probably-
as fast
yeah.
as they can.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even need Google.
I'm like really stoked to
So-
find out who's going to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
when somebody
Susan, do not disappoint me. Go for it.
when
Do it.
somebody guesses it, don't tell me what it is. And once somebody guesses it correctly, and you say somebody's got it, then I'll say what my reference
right.
is.
Right.
So-
We'll see if he knows.
Okay. One or two.
What's that?
So somebody got it.
Okay.
I'll give it to them. What is it?
Caddyshack, Chevy Chase.
That's right.
So we owe Susan
Chantel Smith.
And I didn't even have to Google it.
T-shirt or hat. You can pick
So it
whichever
was
one you want.
Caddyshack 2, because the
Yep.
first one was with Rodney Dangerfield.
Correct.
You know,
Yep.
I loved him. He was great.
Good
Oh, the
Lord.
world lost a great comedian there.
Absolutely.
And it was like you said, it was
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase and Jackie. Was it Jackie Gleason? No, it wasn't Jackie
No.
Gleason. I can't remember the other guy's name.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can't either.
But it was Chevy Chase that said, "Be the ball."
Be the ball. Well, he did too, because he was like, "Be the ball."
Right.
And Susan, you're 100% correct. Both of them were amazing movies.
Yes, they were.
Nothing better than having regular blue collar people effing up the elitists that are in
True
the clubs.
story.
I'm sorry, I love it. Those are my kind of people.
True story.
Jeez.
Those are my kind of people. I love it. I'm just saying, that's my kind of people. I love it. I love the type of people that are fun people to be around.
That's
Not
right.
stuck up like you can't say anything and elitist yahoos that make our lives miserable with everything that they do, including net metering and. Sorry, started going down a real weird path there.
Started going down that rabbit hole.
I'm
down
not
that rabbit
shocked
hole.
for some reason.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Which is super
and-
early, by the way, for me, and it drives me crazy that he does it that early. But whatever, I'm going to get up. I'm going to be there because this is a good cause.
And Susan, do you want a hat? Do you want a shirt? If you want a shirt,
Well, I'll
You can put
message.
it-
I'll reach
yeah.
out and I'll message
Yeah.
her, and then she can choose which one she wants, and we'll do size and all that stuff, and
Yep.
style, that kind of stuff.
and
Yeah.
maybe she can bring it on Saturday. No?
I don't know. We'll see how quickly we can turn it around.
Well, if it's a hat, you could probably turn around pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
I had to call down the yikes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
So,
So what's next? What's next on your list now that we
well,
did the whole...
so let's start with the good stuff. So the good stuff is that we in this building and in another building that I've been helping to manage, or that I do manage from here, we've needed a full-time, all-around maintenance guy that's going to be there when I call crying, no matter what day it is, because something's wrong. And we've needed this, and this guy came out of the blue like an angel and said, "I'll check it out and let you know." Sam here is our new maintenance guy.
Congratulations,
I'm-
Sam.
So he started his own business, started
Yep.
a new business. So he's gone out on his own,
Yep.
and this is his business, and we're happy to have him on board and to solicit new customers for
Yep.
him as well. I'm going to be pushing. You guys are going to be hearing Sam's name a lot, pushing his business. We adore him. And we know that he does great stuff, and he's a great guy, and we can't wait to promote all things Sam.
Yep.
So, and we'll be, he'll be here with us, helping. So,
Yep.
firsthand knowledge of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Val does say that's a yes.
Yeah.
She can make it happen.
Of course she can.
Val's awesome.
And she is, and they do. True story, I sent her a message, can I have a V-neck 802 scoop shirt for me, size medium, because I don't have any long sleeve stuff, and that's what I want. And then I stopped there today to talk to her about something totally different, the art piece. The guy that Matthew Denton that made the art piece on the building is going to be doing a show with us. And and while I was there, and as soon as I walked in, she says, "Your shirt came." She had to order it special because I want a V-neck and whatever, because I'm a pain in her ass. That never phases her. She never bitches about me being a pain in the ass. I got your shirt, and while I'm standing there talking to her, boom, boom, Adam made it. Just like that. And so before I left, I had my shirt in my hand. And not everybody can be that quick, because not everything is that, right on the ready. Mine just happened to be right on the ready, so they did it. Some stuff might take a day or something like that. But there are a lot of times where people go in there and they're in a pinch. Something they need right away, something has happened, they need right, and she always comes through. Always. Which is amazing. And talented. If you have this idea schemed up in your head, you know where our logo was originally. Like my crazy ass idea of making the ice cream cone, a microphone, and whatever. You know where my head was at with things. And she was like, no. And now we have what we have, because she took the idea of and who we are, what we were, and what we were trying to do, and she put it together. That did not happen because of anything in my head. That happened all right there because I had some cockamamie idea in my head, and Val made it a million times better. Yeah. And the colors, everything. So, yeah, they just do that. That's what they're there for, to get you noticed, right?
Yep.
So, and they do.
That's why my hats were amazing.
Yeah. And
not the regular hat that I had for Boot and for Barry,
Yep.
which was fine,
Yep.
but the really cool hats, the ones that were blue with the fire, that was all Val.
It was all
She was
Val.
like, yeah, no, you should
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And I did.
She's got it all together. They do. And so they're small, family-owned business. And you become a part of their family when you're in there. You just, you know who's there and what they're doing. And it's a fun place to be. And they do bed liners and undercoating and remote starts and heated seats. And
Do they oil bike chains?
they probably do, because they do car inspections. People don't realize that.
I
really?
did not know
See, I
that.
didn't know
They
that.
can get custom
I
rims.
need my
for
car
your-
inspected.
They can get custom rims for your car. They can, they pretty much do everything there, but they're an official inspection station as well.
Nice.
So, they do a lot of stuff down there.
Yeah, I'll be going and seeing Val here soon because I want to get some T-shirts and stuff made up for the Fisk property maintenance stuff.
Yeah, she'll fix you right up.
Absolutely.
She come up with a cute little logo for you and
Yep.
everything.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yep.
know. She helped me when I was going Christmas bike ride.
You should get the back of a man with a tool belt on and,
Yeah.
and the little butt crack showing or something. That happened to us.
Not
Leading
not
right
Sam.
into our-
For the record, not Sam. It was not Sam.
No, it was not Sam. So I'll tell the
Yeah.
story though, because
Okay.
it's hysterical the way it went down. But before we do, I have to say, we love Val. And
Oh,
and Yipes.
great.
Yipes Berry Beverage.
Awesome,
we love
awesome
them.
people.
Brock, Adam, all of them. They're all just amazing. I should have got written down all their names because I forget them all. But the young lady who works in the screen print room,
Yep.
she's just out there, boom, 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 boom. Super good crew. Love them. But and you're gonna go down there and try to help work someday.
Yes, I
You're gonna be
am.
weeding
Yes.
or something. Yep.
Maybe.
something.
You know what, Val? What does October 29th sound like to you? Let me know.
My girlfriend is actually bringing her company truck up, and they're doing her undercoating.
Oh, they are?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. What's her business?
So she's an office manager for W.W. Barry's Transportation out of Lancaster, New Hampshire. It's a school bus company.
Oh, yep.
And she just got a new company truck. And she got a hold of Yipes.
She's gonna bring it up for the wool wax.
She
yeah.
is. Yep. They're going to undercoat the underneath of it
Good
for her.
stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff. So, but the crack reference. So this past weekend was homecoming here
Oh, yeah.
in Barrie, and I had a super busy weekend. I was at Wilkins for the
Yep.
domestic violence ride. That went great, by the way. And
Awesome.
it was by donation, and we were able to gain some money for Circle of Washington County. and the domestic violence center. And then I had to prepare a bunch of food for a celebration of life that I was doing on Sunday. So I did not have time to get down here for the parade. And Michael said, I'll do it, which he always does. He's always such a great sport. And he was going to go live. And he did go live. He was down in front of Community National Bank, had him down there. Perfect shot. And boy, did he get the perfect shot. But he didn't realize until it was a little too late. So our friend Barb, this guy that lives with her named Paul, maybe his name is Paul? Yeah. Was it Paul? Yeah, we'll straight up call it out like it is. Paul, damn it. Was picking up candy for the kids.
Yeah.
And he was bending over, but he was showing a little too much crack. Like
Plumber's
the
crack.
whole crack. The whole crack.
Perfect.
Not just and all of a sudden, I get this message from Paul, who I adore, by the way. He's a great guy. And I get this message that said, sorry about the crack while Mike was doing a video. And I thought, well, what the hell's he talking about? So I thought he was using talk to text and that this message that he just sent me must be all screwed up. And so I ignore it, right?
Yep.
Thinking eventually I'll hear. Well, I did. Michael and Barb team up on a group text message, cackling away, and send me this message to tell me that there was a serious crack problem during the parade. And they got it all on video. And boy, did they, live.
Oh,
and
boy.
several people had seen this pornographic thing.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
Pornographic thing.
And you have to know I'm going to harass him about it. But Michael had to delete the video and just crop that little. He didn't delete it. He suspended it, cropped that little piece out, and then put it back
Oh no,
up there.
I
right?
did. I deleted it.
You deleted it, and then
I
put it
deleted
back
the
out there.
video. I immediately, after the parade was done, I went on there and I immediately deleted it. Well, I downloaded it and then deleted it
Yeah.
and then
Cropped
put it
out
through.
the crack.
Correct. I made it smaller so that
Right.
it would
He
not.
did the whole video was still there. He just made the
crack
bottom
smaller.
half of Paul's body disappear, and the crack went away. But yeah, it was super
perfect.
funny. And then it all made sense that Paul really was apologizing for showing the crack during Michael's live video. But then, I mean, we can share that with the school. You know, we tag people. Spalding High School footballs, but whatever, the BU, USD, this, that, and the other. We tag all those people, and so we had to modify that just a little bit. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I had a lot of fun that night, harassing afterwards.
Poor
And I
Paul.
told him, I'm never letting him live it down.
Poor Paul.
He knows I love him. I just got him a new 802 scoop hat, too.
Oh, did you?
He has one like yours that he likes, but he likes the ones that are the mesh-backed instead.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got him a new mesh-backed one. Yeah. But, I mean, he's a walking billboard. He and Barb both. They
Oh, yeah.
always have 802 scoop stuff on. They both have a sweatshirt. They love them. And they wear their hats. They're amazing.
Wow.
Well, they don't. They wear a Bootin' for Barry hat.
Yeah, with their 802 scoop
Shirts.
shirt. And Paul
Yeah.
wears his 802 scoop hat and his 802 scoop sweatshirt.
He does.
Yeah. Barb, I don't think Barb has an 802 scoop hat. I'll get her one for winter though. They love to have the beanies. So I'll get them winter
Well,
ones.
maybe I'll get her a Bootin' for Barry beanie first.
Well, you can try. Just saying. We'll have to switch. She'll have to take turns. Look, he's texting already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on it.
Oh gosh.
On
he
it like
needs
a
to be
hot
on few
potato.
things. He needs to be on a few things. I'll tell you, he's on something, all right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you betcha.
Too much of that school stuff going on.
Yeah. A lot of the school stuff going on. You know, I know that. Okay, so fine. We'll go down that route. just for clarity, the board doesn't actually deal with that stuff. And it's very unfortunate what happened. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
So who does deal with it?
So what is it that you're, because ultimately everything is run by the superintendent.
Right. So, that's what I wanted you to say. So I wanted to know, the response comes from the superintendent. The board answers to the super. That's the boss. And then you have different departments. You are one department under the big boss, which happens in every industry, every job, right? There's always somebody but as a school board, you could work together to work on policies and procedures going forward.
But we have a zero tolerance policy
Right.
for that issue. And that person is no longer employed with.
Right. And that's good for people to know, because has that been necessarily said point
I'm pretty
blank?
sure the person and can't really talk about what happened because of personnel
Right,
issues.
exactly.
But the person is no longer
We have to
with us.
talk about in general, though. In general, if the board were, the board now that a situation has arose has to address it the best they can to maybe talk about going forward. How can we, implement some things or help the school that we are the leaders of, kind of, implement these things or work together? What are suggestions that we can make? Can we set aside some time to listen to some parents and some that were maybe in that classroom, or people that are concerned, or accept letters, which you all do. If somebody wants to correspond with you, you've always been very open to those correspondence.
Absolutely,
And I think
and I'll
that
talk
every
to
board
anybody.
member is that way.
Right.
I don't know any board member that says, I absolutely would not correspond with anybody. Maybe in the past there have been those kinds of members, but right now there is not. And so, I just think, one, I'm disgusted by it too. I'm not in any way dismissing it. When I actually, before I came here, was explaining some of the charges because people were pissed that it was only a misdemeanor charge for the cocaine. Well, first of all, that the problem is that it's two very different things, and they only had a misdemeanor amount of cocaine on them.
Which it has nothing to do with the school.
Right, that has
But-
nothing to do with the school. That is just the way they were charged. So people are really upset that, that's disgusting. They're only-
Legitimately, that's a good reason to be angry.
No, so listen. So the amount was the misdemeanor, but that doesn't mean that there's not a felony charge in there. The reckless endangerment per child that was in there, or, it doesn't mean that, but the amount of cocaine that was found on her eventually, whatever was left, was a misdemeanor amount. It wasn't like any crazy ass amount of cocaine.
But doesn't the charge become worse because it was on school property?
The possession?
I
you mean?
don't
possession.
think so.
No, the possession is literally the amount. So it's the other charges that are what would become the felony parts
Because like
of it.
speeding through a school zone, the ticket's worse than if you were speeding down a regular street.
But there's laws
I always thought there-
specifically.
To
There's
that.
specific laws in statute.
Right,
Okay.
just
There's
like
no
passing a
specific
school
laws.
bus.
But I always
But
thought
you know
that-
what? That's actually not a bad idea as part of a comprehensive criminal or public safety bill to add in there that when drugs are found on school property, it bumps it up higher.
I
That's
agree.
actually a really good idea. Thank you for that.
I always thought it was that way.
You would think
That it's the severity goes up, like if you're caught on school grounds, It's like taking a weapon into a courthouse.
My guess
Yeah.
is the
You know?
Vermont NEA would lose their shit over it.
Oh, I'm sure they would. They
Maybe not.
probably would.
Maybe not.
But you know, and then people saying, you know, again, you know, these judges and their stupid laws. No, the judge goes by the letter of the law. What is put in front of them? They are given advisement from the state's attorney, and then you have the laws that are made by the legislator. So, and then the judge has to stay in that box
Yeah.
somewhere.
But for the record, it has been a three-pronged problem for quite some
Yes,
time.
agreed.
The judge,
And the judge,
district attorneys,
exactly.
and the
Well, I was
legislators.
going back to the judge.
Sorry.
The judge, in some cases, has, you know, they can show leniency, this, that, and the other thing, but people are upset that she wasn't held. This individual was not held in prison. Unfortunately, there's lots of rules about that too, about who you can hold. There's bail laws, there's things, there's all kinds of things that need to be reformed, but that has nothing to do with the school and has nothing to do with the judge. That part of it, that piece, what she was charged with and whether or not she was held has nothing to do with the school or the judge.
Right.
They have to stay in the box.
It's my, and I don't know a lot about the bond laws.
Mm-hmm.
It's my understanding that the state of Vermont, there was some sort of court case that ruled that the Constitution of the state of Vermont doesn't allow holding people in jail
Mm-hmm.
for protection of the community, only flight risk, which I think is BS.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Sounds like constitutional change versus the ones that we're already pushing through legislature.
Right. And so you all have work to do, and so do we at the polls. I think that we made some headway last year, and we have headway to make this year and next year, and until we start getting some things straightened out around here, because they are upside down for sure.
100%.
Shit's gone crazy.
I think that, and I get that it's frustrating. It's tough for the situation with the school, you know, because there are policies in place. We have a zero tolerance policy. We are also, the school is also confined by, you know, what is legal
allowed,
to say.
what's not. Yeah.
Right. And sometimes trying to get information out.
And then you
It
have
doesn't-
hearsay.
it- right,
I mean, you have
and
to
then
catch somebody
hearsay, yeah.
doing something. You can't just all of a sudden say, yep, I believe so-and-so that says that, you know, they saw Mrs. So-and-so and she was high or something.
Right.
On the weekend or what, you know, and people were upset about the vetting process, but you can't really.
Somebody saw, because
No, I'm
on the
just saying.
weekend,
No, right. I'm just saying that those things that can't be held, this is totally different. And
Yeah.
you can't say, you know, people said, and then you get to the vetting process. Well, they didn't, you know, did they vet them? Isn't there anything what happened to making sure that this doesn't happen? The person would need to have a criminal record. They would need to have something literally that tinged up when they did the background check. And if they didn't, no one would know.
right.
No one would know. And everybody has to be fingerprinted. There's a background check, whether you're a substitute. I don't care if you're volunteering to go on a field trip. You have to have that done.
Yep.
And so driving a bus, all those things, you have to
Well,
go through all the measures.
Special thing with the bus is that they require drug testing for the bus.
Yep.
Which, according to state statute, you can't do for regular.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, which is
Unless it's an
total
OSHA
BS.
Right.
Yeah.
thing.
Unless you're like running equipment or something
I'm a
like
firm
that.
believer in drug testing.
Well,
But
random,
I also
random
think we
drug
should have
testing
cameras
is-
in the schools too. So
Yeah. Well,
But-
you know, the fact is that an 8th grader had to go to staff and say, this teacher is acting erratically and is high. And I actually know that student. I know him very well. I adore the kid, and he knew. And God bless him and thank him for going to get help and not letting it continue, because she could have made it through that whole phase
Right.
in that one class time and been able to go on with her day had not anybody spoken up. If the kids had just ignored her and let her get through her moment and didn't really bring light to it so that she panicked, probably no one would know. And it's probably not even maybe the first time, who knows?
Very few places in this state do drug testing. Yeah, they don't do the drug testing in the state of Vermont because it's in the state statute that you can't do it. It's
I know you have
unless
to for the phone
federally.
company. My son couldn't. I mean, my son had to take a drug test. My oldest son, the one that has the farm, he had to take a drug test to work for Fairpoint.
But
or
it must have
Consolidated.
been some like federal requirement.
I don't know. It's their rule. You either do it or you can't work for us.
Could be too, because is he driving a company vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh,
probably
that's
why.
the reason
Yeah,
why.
he has
Yep.
a company truck.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
and they were
that's
like,
the reason.
you do it or you don't work for us.
Yep.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I don't know how, and I'm absolutely willing to take advice on it. I don't know how you prevent that from happening when
Well, you don't know, and
Right,
and that's
you
the
don't
thing is
know.
that in anybody can be an addict, anybody can have a problem, anybody can maybe not have a problem one day and 2 months later have a problem. Maybe you get a divorce and all of a sudden you're on, or you had a loss of a child or something traumatic happened in your life, so you start taking like mass amounts of antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication, and then you got hooked on something else or Ritalin and you're taking too much of this or that, and or maybe you got addicted to painkillers because you had a bad accident. These things can happen, and I'm not saying this is the case, and again, I'm not excusing it, but we never know. And I've said that all along. It has no mercy. I don't care if you're the poorest man in the city or if you're the richest man in the United States. You can be a drug addict.
Yep.
You can be an alcoholic. There's no true picture of this is who an addict is. And so unless the person has a record, the school wouldn't know.
I think
A
school
job
teachers
wouldn't know.
in Vermont should have to go through drug testing
Yep, they should. And
because they're with our children every single day.
agreed.
I think they should have to be drug
And
tested.
daycare providers.
Yep.
And it's, that's something that maybe we need to discuss because without a criminal record, how would you know?
You wouldn't. Yeah.
I know lots of people that are drug addicts that don't have a criminal record.
Yep.
And that's just, so they could technically go get a job for the city or the school or any place. And what's stopping them? Nothing. Because
True
they
story.
passed the background check. And they've got 30 friends that are going to sing the praises and tell how wonderful they are for reference.
Yep.
It's a shitty situation to be in. It really is. And I feel bad for the board. I do. I think that because it's a catch-22. Do I necessarily agree with the way it was addressed today? No. Do I think there was a better way to address it? Absolutely. But you can't go backwards. So all you can do is now work. You need to work forward
Yep.
on this as a whole.
Maybe a
Community
meeting
forum,
or
something, a poll, something to really get involved and to pick people's brains of what maybe they even need or want you to do in Montpelier this year, or to work toward the next couple of years. And there's a lot of stuff to work on, for sure.
There is. But I think having these conversations
Mm-hmm.
are good, and in fact, it made me think of something that
Good.
perhaps
Good.
might work in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, you work within, or worked within the
Yep.
school system, or
Yep.
you still do.
Yep.
And, you had to go through all the
Fingerprinting
the
and
rigmarole
all that stuff.
that
Yep.
you do.
Yep.
Yeah. And nowhere
right.
in there does it say that he used to be a pole dancer.
Nope.
What? Please tell me we don't have pole dancers in our school. Oh my goodness. That is terrible.
What do you have against that?
Well,
What
you
people
never
do
know.
on the night and weekends is their own damn business, Michael.
Yeah, Michael. But you never know.
You know, I would actually disagree. So
Oh no.
I believe that when you're in that type of position, there's a level of expectation. I think that a lot of jobs have that level
Oh,
of expectation.
absolutely.
I know the company that I work for, they say that
They say you cannot be pole dancer on the weekend.
yeah. I was told I can't do my pole dancing anymore. No.
But you
My-
can ride a little trike. Whatever.
Because it's amazing. The trike's amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't be hating on the trike. But the point that I'm trying to make is that the company that I work for is very clear that like even your social media posts, you have to make sure that you're not doing bad stuff.
Oh yeah,
that brings-
absolutely. And
Yeah.
and a lot of employers monitor those things pretty
Right.
intensely.
In our
And, or
social
ask that you don't even have
Right.
one. There are a
And-
lot of people that say, can you use a different name,
Yeah.
or can you,
Right.
shut it down, make sure it's friends only, or don't make public posts,
Right.
or a lot of employers have strict rules surrounding.
And I think we should have strict rules at the BUUSD on that. In fact, I had brought the policy up for a discussion, and then it was kicked back to the committee. So the committee is going to handle the social media policy, which we'll see what comes out of that.
Yeah.
So
I hope something good can come out of this real horrible, shitty situation. I really do. I hope that people on all sides can take a breath and actually work on this and be sensible so that they are having a protection going forward. I think we still have the capacity to do such a thing, and I hope that we do because it's serious.
yeah, no,
And everybody needs to take a breath and work on it so that something really good and positive and secure can come out of the whole situation. That's what I hope. Yeah.
good idea.
Want to talk about community events?
Yes,
Carving
let's talk
for
about
Kay?
community.
Let's
What?
talk about carving for Kay.
Oh, yes.
So, have you carved a pumpkin? Are you going to carve a pumpkin?
I'm
You need to
probably
carve a
not.
pumpkin for Kay.
I may take out a pumpkin and gut it, and then put stuffing and bacon and chicken
No.
in it.
No.
Which is
Carving
not
for Kay is an event for Kay
No, I know.
Roberts, who we all know,
Mm-hmm.
knew, and loved. I mean, Kay was a fixture in Berry City for forever, for the Washington World. And they're having the Carving for Kay again this year, which is going to be right up on the Red Farm Road. Ruth Weeks, her great friend Ruth Weeks, it's on her lawn. They set it all up, and they ask that people carve a pumpkin. You bring it. They set them up on the bank. You can use either the tea lights or the fairy lights that are battery operated. You put them in there. The fairy lights do last longer. You can actually turn them on, and they just stay lit the whole time. They don't even ever have to turn them off, and they survive the whole thing, the whole time that they're up there. But you can drop them off on Saturday and Sunday, October 25th and 26th. You can drop the pumpkins off at 21 Red Farm Road, and they set them all up in this display, and then it's open to the public every night. It's lit up. They've decorate, and they have all this really cool Halloween stuff going on, and you can drive by with the kids and check it all out. It's pretty cool. And this is something that Kay always wanted to do, so that's why it's called Carving for Kay. And so in her memory, you just bring as many pumpkins as people can. Like, decorate all the pumpkins that you want to. Hopefully carve them so they can be lit, or use glow-in-the-dark paint, which they have now. Did you know that?
I
They have
glow-in-the-dark.
glow-in-the-dark paint.
They have a paint that is so black that you can't see it, like it doesn't reflect light. In case you want to know.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't work in this situation.
No.
But maybe, maybe, because you could paint the pumpkin with that, let it dry fully, and then put the glow-in-the-dark paint on it, and it would probably like pop, right?
Or what you could do is paint the inside of the pumpkin and then have one of the little tea lamp lights in there, and
You know, and like shadow effect on the outside.
you would see just darkness with the candle just sitting in the middle of the darkness. Saying.
Well,
But
maybe
you
you'll
know
have to
what?
give it a
You know
whirl.
what I
That's
think
what
of
you
though
could
when I
do.
see a pumpkin though?
What?
I think of
Food?
food because you can eat them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Ugh.
I don't eat pumpkin anything.
I don't
Pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice coffee, pumpkin black.
Yeah, no.
Everybody should send Raylene pumpkin spice coffee.
And when you do, can you send Michael a thing of glitter because he loves glitter? I don't like
Don't
it.
send Raylene pumpkin spice.
I don't like it. I love the smell of it. I absolutely love the smell of it. I don't like it. No.
But you don't,
not
have
my
you ever
favorite
had?
flavor or
Have you ever
texture.
had though a pumpkin smoked with?
I don't like smoked anything.
And I was about to say-
the flavor of smoked is.
So Susan just popped in there pumpkin seeds, and I was gonna make a
Pumpkin
comment about
seeds
that.
I've had.
I love
I love
pumpkin
pumpkin
seeds.
seeds.
So while you're
different.
carving, take the pumpkin seeds and give them to me so I can smoke them.
Oh, I've never had. I wouldn't eat them smoked, but salted.
When we were
salt and
kids, we
pepper.
used to put them in the oven on a
yeah.
baking tray so
Yeah.
they dry out with some salt on them.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, there's some sort of filament broken on my actual oven, so I just smoke everything.
On your little smoker that you got
Yeah.
at Nelson C's Hardware.
Yeah.
Perfect. But anyways, get your pumpkins there, and then please go Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, October 28th, 29th, and 30th. Bring the kids by. Let them see, but get them dropped off the Saturday and Sunday before. And Ruth, and they'll set it all up, and it looks amazing. And when you're driving up that way, make sure, as soon as you turn onto Richardson Road, you take your first right onto Jorgensen Lane.
Yep.
And there is this kick-ass Halloween display up there. The guy makes everything himself. It's animated, it's spooky,
Is it up now?
it's cool. Huh?
Is it
Yes,
up now?
It's up now. It's on
We should go up there and live stream it.
We need to. So I was just going to say that to you. We need to go up and live stream. Linda Kuchar's been telling us about it. She goes down every night to see it just because she thinks it's so cool. And this guy works super hard at it. So you can go up there, check out Jorgensen Lane, and then go down, go up, and one more street, bang right onto Red Farm, and check out the pumpkin display.
We should go up there tonight.
And please bring a pumpkin. Like, just go get a pumpkin, carve it, throw some fairy lights in there. I'm gonna go buy as many fairy lights as I can find and drop them off. I'll let Ruth, just in case she needs extras, because I just think this is awesome. And I'm gonna carve a pumpkin. I haven't carved a pumpkin since my kids were like 8. We're not talking about how long ago that was, Michael.
It was only a hot minute.
Yeah, just a hot minute. That's it. But that's something really cool that's happening.
Or longer.
Be careful. Be careful. What do you say? The Veterans Place raffle and or Calcutta raffle that is happening, coming right up. We thought all tickets were sold, but we actually have one left. There is one lone ticket left. $125 gets you 2 steak dinners and a Calcutta ball. And the proceeds, 100% of these proceeds, there's no, because Josh does the food. The 100% of this money goes directly to the Veterans Place in Northfield. There's one ticket left. $125 gets you that ticket, and all for an amazing cause, the Veterans Place in Northfield. So if you want that ticket, message 802 Scoop ASAP, and we will make sure that that ticket is yours. We'll give you the information that you need to Venmo. Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
an epoch. It's been an epoch since you had children.
An epoch?
Epoch.
Okay.
I feel like that's a really long time.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you.
Sure.
I'm trying to look it up.
Sure. I mean, I've never heard that
A
reference
period of
before.
time in
Have you?
history or a person's
have not.
life. Typically one
says
marked by
weird
notable events, particular
he come up with this stuff?
characteristics.
In his mind.
Hey, don't be hating on me.
I think he makes some of it up.
I do too. I do. Yeah.
He just makes it sound good.
Yeah, he makes it. Can you hear us?
So next Thursday,
He can't hear us.
next Thursday is the 16th of October.
Yes, and when is the 16th of October?
I'll be another year older.
You'll be another year
Ooh.
older.
Another year older.
And what are you doing for your birthday next Thursday?
I don't know.
You
Probably
don't
come
know?
in here.
You can. We'll have a birthday party for Sam.
Could do that.
We could. Maybe we could have a ride the bike event at the auditorium on the 16th for Sam's birthday.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Is it gonna rain?
It's supposed to rain all
freaking
next
know.
week.
Don't look
Is
on
it
your phone.
really?
Don't look on your phone because what it says today isn't going to be
It'll
what it says
change tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It'll change in a couple of hours.
So who gives a rat's ass what your phone says right now?
That's true. I give the weekly, what it's gonna do for the week on Mondays. I said clear skies. All week and we rained for 2 days.
Which we desperately needed.
Yes.
But that rain did not lift the burn ban.
No.
Absolutely, positively did not. The burn ban is still in effect statewide.
Yep.
And there are still plenty of people without water, and there are still conserve water things happening in many locations across the state of Vermont. So even though we got 1.5 inches, it was like 1.48 inches in Montpelier, which is great. It wasn't not even close to enough. So, yeah. Going into winter, it's not a great thing
No.
to be without water.
No.
No, not good. Not good at all. Yeah.
All right.
What else
Anything
we got?
else?
Anything else?
You want to talk about work it from home?
We
Oh, no.
can. I mean, for a second, if you want, we
Or-
can talk about that.
Well, wait a minute. Was that the one you want to talk about on Barry Beat?
Oh no, the other one is what I was going to. The Howard Center. We're going to talk
Oh,
about on,
yes.
on
Now I
Barry
remember.
Beat.
Yep.
But the work from home, I was telling you that I can't wait because I was saying that I'm still waiting for paperwork as far as the business goes. We were talking about Sam registering his business, and I said my business was registered for forever ago, but it's still not showing on the when you look it up. And it's not that it's not. I have all the paperwork, the confirmations, the everything I've gotten, but when you look it up online, it's still not showing there. And I said, maybe once everybody actually returns to the office, it'll happen. And because there are a lot of people really pissed off that they have to return to the office because they say it's going to be a hardship, and it's a hardship because of childcare. But you cannot watch your children and work totally focused on your job. Sorry, you can't. And would you want to come? My sister made this a very good point. She's a finance director at a company. Would you want to go sit in her office as a finance director, sit down, here's somebody that you need to help you out and to get money with her 2 kids running around screaming in her office? And mommy, and can we turn the channel, or I need a drink, or oh my God, somebody just fell, can you hold on a second? No, you're not going to deal with that in the office. You wouldn't want to deal with that. You yourself wouldn't want to go to somebody's office and deal with that and me from home doesn't want to call and deal with that on the phone either. I called somebody within the state of Vermont for help with something, and they were outside with their children because the children had to get out for a minute. They were working from the deck. They told me this. They were working from the deck. I could, between the kids screaming and the chickens and the like everything going on, I was so frustrated and felt like I felt so ignored that I hung up the phone. I was pissed by the time I hung up the phone. Now, mind you, I'm a real asshole when it comes to some of this stuff, believe it or not. I know it's hard for you to believe. But if I go into a store and the person behind the counter is on their cell phone, pisses me off. If I go into a store and I'm talking on my phone, I talk super soft, and I most often will put my purse in my phone. Tell people either I'll call you back or hold on a second. I never walk up to the counter talking on my phone. Totally fucking rude. I want their full attention. I want their full attention. I want them paying attention to me. But that doesn't mean I can't be rude to them. I need to give my attention. I need to be able to say thank you and please. And they need to say thank you and please. That's the way it goes. And that's the way I feel about this return to work. Yes, I'm sorry that you're going to have to get daycare. I'm sorry daycare is hard to find. I'm sorry that I think the state of Vermont could help with that. I think that they used to have child care centers that
Well,
and
one of the problems
within
with daycare is the reporting stuff now.
right.
I mean, at the end of the day, when legislation comes down making it harder to have a daycare, people get out of the business.
Right, and some people say, well, that was protection for our kids because a child died in the care of, and I understand that you can, but they went a little too extreme of what they were asking, the certifications that you need, and the what they were asking. You can still check on people even if they don't have a million certifications. If they're not qualified to teach kindergarten and they don't have an education in early childhood education, they're just a good mom that stayed home, and maybe they just want to stay home with their own kids, so they want to babysit your kids too. Yeah. You can still check on them, you still make them register. Sure, they have to register. You have to know that that's what they're doing. They should have to carry insurance, and you should be able to make surprise visits to their house.
Yep.
But that doesn't mean that they have to be certified in early childhood education and all of these things that have priced the little guy out of the market and made it really difficult for families.
Yeah.
But just another one of my asshole opinions that I'll get told that I have. One of our faithful viewers that I will never understand why they are faithful viewer because they hate my guts. But if I say something like that, they'll say, we don't really give a shit what your asshole opinion is anyways. Then don't watch me. Don't listen. You're not required. You just still come here to see what I'm saying. And I don't know why.
On that note, it is past 8 o'clock. Any final words before we wrap it up?
Yes, a very serious final word. So final words are that 185 Main Street needs to say goodbye to Derek Bartlett, who we lost. Derek was a resident of this building for the last 23 years. The 15th of November would be 23 years. So pretty damn close to that Derek lived here. Derek was a long-time janitor at Union 32. He had a stroke years ago that left him with, he had trouble speaking a little bit. He maybe was a little slower, needed to slow things down in a way, but he was not slow. That man worked constantly. It was just in his blood. There was no keeping him down. You could see him here sometimes with his backpack vacuum on, vacuuming the front stoop out here, washing the windows, sweeping the sidewalks, cleaning up the cigarette butts in the parking lot, shoveling, snow blowing, vacuuming the hallways, wiping down the railings. Like, that's just what he did. It's what he loved to do. You'd say, Derek, don't do that. That's, don't shovel that snow. That's terrible. And he's like, I'll just take breaks. And it may take him all day, but he'd do it. And he wanted to do it. And if telling him no broke his heart, it wasn't. But he passed away. And that is what was happening here Monday afternoon, contrary to some of the wild and crazy rumors that I have heard, which, for one, I find incredibly disrespectful that people could make up some of the most wild, inaccurate stories that I've ever heard. And so, respectfully, I hope he rests in peace, and I hope he still roams the halls here, because he was an amazing guy. And he did the same thing. He worked out Summer Street Auto out back. He would walk over there and clean their shop and stuff. Like, he just literally always had to keep going.
Yeah.
He was just an amazing guy. And yeah, he'll be dearly, dearly missed.
Keeping going is what keeps you alive.
Yeah,
Yep.
it really is. And so, but that was the commotion. And the police, I have to say, did an amazing job. They were so compassionate and just, they were just amazing. And they were here for quite a while. When it's a death like that, and you come upon somebody that has passed in their home, there's a process. You have to call for an ambulance, and the police come, because they have to make sure that everything was okay, and you have to wait for a medical examiner, and you have to there's a chain of command, and not everything happens around here in instant anymore, and it probably never did when it comes. I think there's only 2 MEs in the state, I think, or in this county, or I know there's 2 right here. There's Amy Nolan, and I don't know the guy that's does it. But anyway, they have to stay on scene until all of those things are done. But they're not hiding anything from the public. Nothing horrible happened here. They were just doing their job. They kept the scene secured until the ME got here. That's what they do. And they were absolutely amazing. And so a lot of gratitude to them, the EMTs, and everyone involved. And we'll miss you, Derek. Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone have a good evening, and we'll see you on Monday.